Hey, it's the Mac and Rocker podcast.
What's up, everybody?
Yo.
How's it going, Rocker?
Oh, not too bad. Our last day of Thanksgiving break, which, kind of, that's how I felt.
Now I'm depressed.
Yeah, it's like, well, kind of sucks.
Yeah.
And here we are early, getting an early start, Had to get up real early because I had to update FortNite, which took about 45 minutes to an hour.
Yeah.
So I was waiting. I was like, I knew you were coming over at 7, so I was like, come on, hurry up. So 6 o'clock, and I'm like, yes, I can play a couple games. And I made top 10 both games.
Nice.
Yeah. It's pretty neat, the new map. Japan type stuff, which is pretty cool. And you have to, when the island spawns, you take on Shogun. Yeah, and he throws he's got these fiery skulls that he throws at you.
See that, yeah.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. Godzilla sightings yet?
Not yet, and I can't wait. I cannot wait.
Yeah. You think they're going to have a King Kong?
Rumor has it they are. Be all right with me.
Cool. Yeah. I want to see so there's a floating island, right? Or like an island, tortoise island or something that's dynamic.
I don't know if I've seen that. The Shogun Island that spawns, there's like 3 sections to it.
Yeah.
And you can fly back and forth,
cool.
to each one.
Yeah.
Because he goes all over too. Yeah. And the weapons so far, I'm pretty impressed with. Yeah, good AR style.
Yeah.
Machine gun, and then a lot of shotguns to choose from.
Which is fine.
Yep.
Yeah.
So far, so good.
Yeah. See, this is what I like. I like when a new season kind of starts and they kind of like start over because it's like bare bones weapons. And then, as it goes on, though, it starts like piling on. You're like, oh my God, everybody's got something crazy and you're just running for your life.
I've seen a lot of sniper ammo. And no, I haven't seen any sniper rifles or anything like that yet. So I'm like, come on.
Part of me is okay with that because the last
they'll
season,
get you.
Oh, man.
From across the map.
Yeah. I think, was it one of us? Me and one of the boys were playing. And out of nowhere, this hot dog, literally a hot dog in a bun, shoots one of the boys and drops him one shot. And it was just out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And then I had to go run the hot dog over.
Yeah, good. It's fun hitting them with the cars, too.
Until they keep jumping over them. Like, who are you, Kobe Bryant?
Yeah.
Like, knock it off.
They got some Dominique Wilkes, some Spud Webb vertical there. Did you like the OG map?
From last season?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was all right. It was fun.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Because you never played that one, did you? Yeah.
No.
That was the first one I joined in when I started playing.
Yeah.
And I loved it.
Yeah. Connor loved it.
Oh, cool.
And I told him, I'm like, yeah, it's all right. But the first one I played was the Chapter 5.
Yeah.
So I kind of got partial to that one. But he was just like, you just don't get it, Dad. You do not understand. It's like,
Connor's telling you this.
Get out of here. What are you doing? You just had to be there, Dad. Like, God.
My brother-in-law, we used to go land at Misty Meadows. Okay, and just so I wasn't very good back then when I played this map. So now I used to squat, in the bush and camp out in the bush. Not anymore, baby. I was taking it to him, and so we would land. We called it the Misty Meadows Massacre.
Oh,
so him and I'd land there and just dominate. Yeah. Of course, we got our butts handed to us a couple times, but
the boys always wanted to land at was it Pleasant Plaza?
Pleasant Park.
Pleasant Park, that's it.
That's a hot spot.
Oh man, we would drop there every single time.
At least 10, if not more.
Yeah. And I mean, there were times where I'm like, "Oh, this isn't too bad." And then there were other times, as soon as I hit the ground, like out of nowhere,
knocked.
Yeah, and I got hit twice. I came around a corner, somebody, I don't know if I scared them or what, because they kind of jumped back and like, hit me with a shotgun, dropped me, and then the kids come over. One of them saves me, and then like, I'm just like, oh, I got to find a med kit. I go around the corner. Same guy gets me with a shotgun again.
Does it again.
Like, well, I think I'm gonna sit this one out, boys.
Yeah, I tell you, it's if you land at Pleasant Park and a couple of the other little urban neighborhoods, it's a shootout.
One of my favorite spots when they got it built up was the Juice World area on that beach where the water would blow in and you could hear like the music coming in a little
Wasn't
bit.
that cool?
That was
neat.
I wanted to just chill there.
Hey, you don't even want to shoot.
No, you just feel like you're
peace.
ruining the vibe.
Yeah,
you know,
I hear you. That whole map was like that for me. I'm like, when you jump out of the battle bus and you just
taking it all in,
gliding down. It's like, man, so pretty, so peaceful, right? And then next thing you know, it's all hell breaks loose. You know?
I'm surprised they haven't made a movie based off of FortNite yet. I mean, the premise is right there. It's perfect.
Sure.
People, they just wake up on a bus like what, and then people push them out, and then they got to land, and
Well, how fun would right? That'd be cool. Now, how fun would this be too if it was virtual reality?
So funny you say
you could
that.
Sink yourself into it.
Yeah.
Oh, baby.
They've got those haptic vests.
Yeah.
And I was looking at it. I was looking at getting one for Connor. I mean, because he'll end up growing up and being like a FortNite historian. Like he'll be one of the what are they called, docents?
Really?
The people that work in like museums and like this artifact here. Like he'll end up, because I'll show him something and he'll be like, oh, that's from chapter 2, season 5. This and he knows.
That's pretty cool.
He knows so much about it. It's crazy. Well, but he's passionate about it and he loves it. So
that game's a worldwide phenomenon, Josh.
Yeah, it is. And
it's a worldwide phenomenon. Look, we're playing in Japan right now, for crying out loud. Mm-hmm. How many people must love that game over in Japan for it to be that big?
And it's, I mean, it's free.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to pay a single dime.
You're not spending big bucks on that game.
No. But you can.
I drive. You know what, Josh? I bet, and it's usually at Christmas time. That's when I spend my V-Bucks.
Yeah.
Or I'll go get a V-Bucks card because I get one for the kids.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I bet I spend in a 12-month period of time, in a year time, maybe 20. 30 at the absolute most, and I don't even think it's that much. I get everything I want. Mm-hmm. Of course, I'm simple. I'm a 49-year-old fat dad, but
I'll pick up the battle pass. It's relatively cheap, $8-9.
Yeah, but don't you get V-Bucks through the game?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, through the battle pass, you'll get 100 every so often or whatever. Excuse me, jeez. The Monster Energy drink's getting to
me. We need the
shout out to Monster.
But, is that what you drink? Yeah, you got the juice?
Yeah.
Cool.
It's early.
I know, and it's cold. A little cold down here in the studios, folks.
But yeah, I get the battle pass, like, because I don't know, you get skins, you get all kinds of stuff, so I get that, and I really don't buy much from the shop. The kids, they're more. Can I do this?
Yeah.
Which,
I get that a lot.
You just hold, well, we got chores that need to be done. Now Connor, he very much will hop on the chores. He'd be like, well, what else you got?
Yeah.
Like, why don't you scrub that toilet? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, he's very, excited.
That's funny.
He dives in there. I will say, you motivate him and he will work his butt off.
Nice. Well, that's good. Yeah. Hey, hard work gets rewarded, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Scarlett, she's a student, sometimes a B here and there, and so it's like, because if it's up to me, I wouldn't have any streaming. The only thing I'd stream is YouTube. That's the only thing I'd pay for.
Yeah.
But we got Hulu and something else, and all kinds of good stuff on there, of course. Mm-hmm. But she. The deal is, if she makes the honor roll, she can get what she wants. So.
Yeah. I will say this. There are some really good Black Friday deals for streaming services right now. I think we just got...
Really?
Yeah. I can't remember which one we got, but it was like $20 for the whole year.
Ooh.
And then I think Disney Plus and Hulu bundle, I think you can get for $1.99 a month for a year.
That's not bad.
You have to use a different email. So, hey, just letting you know, if you're on a budget.
The problem, so I've got Hulu now with no ads.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the only thing.
So if I did the bundle, I'd be paying double.
Well, even with these, you're going to still get the ads.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, we got the ads for like the Disney and Hulu, which kind of sucks at times because it really pulls you out of things.
Yeah.
Like a movie, you know, it's like watching, on TV. But I mean, for 99 cents a month, I'm not going to complain.
Yeah, I can't complain because that's better than $18 a month, right? $18.99 is what I pay for the no ads on Hulu.
Yeah. Now there's certain things where I will try my best to get the one with no ads because it's like I can't.
Like I do YouTube Premium. Have for a long time now.
So
that's so nice.
Sorry, YouTube. Don't hate me, but yeah, no, that is very frustrating when you're watching a video on YouTube and it's like 10 minutes, especially like a how-to.
Yeah,
it's like a 10-minute video, and out of that 10 minutes, it's 4 or 5 minutes of it are ads, and then it turns into a 15-16-minute video. It's like, God.
Well, maybe we should start shooting ads. I do
start doing some reads.
Yeah. Well, because I do ads for the Rock and Roll Rundown. You know. Now I haven't here lately since probably August. I'd just been calling out all my sponsors at once.
Yeah.
And now I use the ticker.
Oh yeah.
Since I'm using OBS, which thanks to you,
it's a cool little feature, right?
Thanks for showing me how to use that.
Yeah.
I really like that.
Yeah.
And so the first time I did the ticker, it wasn't fast enough. So,
it's tricky,
okay,
right?
I gotta speed it up. So then I sped it up, and I also found out how to get it to go. I remember you and I were having a problem getting it to go clear across. I found out how to do that.
Nice. You'll have to show me that.
I'll show you.
It's
a cinch.
Yeah. Because I would make it longer, but then it would shrink. And then
I can show you. Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Yeah, it's a cinch.
Nice.
Yeah. So that's been going well. But what if we shot ads for people?
Oh yeah. No. I mean,
what if we got in the business of shooting commercials?
Yeah. No, that's not gonna lie.
We have everything we need, minus maybe a really good camera or two. But then again, I wonder if the Q8s will work, or even the I got the Lumix here.
Yeah, dial that in.
I did shoot the first OBS podcast with this, and we noticed it didn't look as good as what the Q8s did. And it's got to be a setting, because when you look at the LCD on this sucker, man, it's sharp.
Yeah,
it's sharp. I got to take some pictures with that thing. So we could shoot commercials and then throw our stuff on YouTube.
Yeah,
sell it to YouTube. Say, hey, here's an ad for you.
I shot one for school.
Yeah, and it was really cool.
That's pretty cool.
It was really cool.
Yeah, I mean it's silly.
I mean, I know I could get all the sponsors of the Rundown. I say, hey, I'd like to shoot a commercial. I'd like to take some videos and come in and do some videos, and then of course I'll re-record or do the audio later.
Yeah.
Everyone would be down for it.
Yeah. I mean, that's, when I started Dockside Digital Studios, that was kind of my goal, was to use what I do, like YouTube and different stuff, as kind of like a trial and error test and all that stuff. And then, create other stuff that actually had, more meaning for people.
Beta testing, as I call it.
Yeah.
Because what the Rundown has become is an advertisement. It's it's a broadcast.
Yeah.
Okay, but I'm advertising for not only my sponsors but 40 to 50 bands.
Yeah.
And all those venues, right?
Which is awesome. I love that.
Thank you.
Yeah. It's. I mean,
appreciate it.
We're kind of a community focused podcast here, so seeing you do stuff for the local musicians and communities. Yeah,
it's
pretty cool. I love it.
It's rewarding and fun. Again, I got the idea from Ryan Wood, who used to be an on-air personality at 107.3.
Yeah.
Which Mike and I were on 107.3. Yeah. Did you like it?
I was listening. Yeah, you guys sounded great.
I gave you a shout-out. Did you hear
I missed
that?
it.
Yeah, no, I gave you a big shout-out, buddy.
We tried to...
You got the biggest one.
Oh!
Yeah.
No!
I said, I need to give a big shout-out to my podcast partner. Josh McKenzie, and I went Mac, So yeah, you was on there.
Yeah, dang it. Yeah, so we had the we tried to do the whole home Alexa audio, and you can get 107.3 on Alexa. So
cool.
Check it out.
Yeah.
But we could not get the whole house audio going, and so because we're doing some stuff around the house, and letting the dogs out and all everything, because we got an Alexa outside.
Yeah.
So I wanted to keep it going, but we could not get to work throughout the house.
Yeah, bummer. Well, at least you got to hear some of it.
Yeah.
A lot of times in the past, people would take videos if they're in their car driving and it's on their dash there, Bees in the Rocker, 1073, they'll send us the picture of the video. That was always fun.
Yeah.
So, it's always fun. That's an annual thing. We do that every year.
Yeah.
And Chris Lake is a good friend. He takes very good care of us.
So I gotta make a quick shout out to Chris Lake.
Let's do
yeah.
This is a shout out.
Yeah. Darn it.
It's early, cold. I'm doing the same thing.
Monster was a bad choice. Should have got water. No, I mean, he probably, I don't know if he remembers this or not, but when I was going in school and I had a project where I had to reach out to somebody in entertainment industry, entertainment field, and I reached out to him and asked him, if I send you a few questions, would you be able to give me some answers for a project I'm working on? And without any hesitation, he's like, sure, send him to me. I'll be happy to do it. And I did a presentation on the answers that he provided and some of the feedback and stuff. And I appreciate that so much because, he didn't have to, but he did, and it was awesome, and it was good feedback, and
he's really gracious with his time, and he doesn't have a lot of time, believe me.
Oh, I'm sure.
He's got a few talents up his sleeve, which is really cool. One thing Mike and I love when we're in studio with him is we'll just be talking back and forth, blah, blah, blah. And, okay, Chris Lake here, 107.3, I didn't like boom like that. And Mike and I we just crack up. And then from watching him do that in the past several years, when I do the rundown, if I screw something up and I get mad, you effing dumb, I'm looking at the camera, I'm like, you dumb.
Yeah, you.
You blah, 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 and then 1, 2, 3, hey, and then pick slides playing at the, ornament smash, I can do that.
Yeah.
And I've learned how to do that by watching him. And it was fun. So big let's This is a shout. Big shout out.
Double shout out
to Chris Lake, on-air personality at 107.3 FM. And also the director of the Warsaw PAC, the PAC.
Yeah.
Who does an awesome job at that.
Now, he got Brooklyn's attention with the ornament smash. She was like, wait, what's going on? So
Go get you a blue ticket.
Yeah.
Because you can win an awesome prize, man. Yeah. They give out some awesome prizes.
And that money goes to a community, right? Mm-hmm. Goes back,
Yep.
That's a win-win.
Yeah, and they did their show Friday night, which is funny. Yeah, because here we are in the morning doing the morning show, and then I have a performance later that afternoon, and then Chris had one that night. Pick Slide plays their ornament smash. Mm-hmm. He's got some go-to bands he goes to. Yeah, and Pick Slide's one of them.
Nice.
Big shout out to those guys, Sed and Chase and the rest of the group.
Yeah,
good guys, great musicians, and they're popular here in the area. So they always play a great show there. And the ornament smash. So tell Brooklyn to pay attention to because they were in Darlington yesterday at Darlington Warehouse.
Okay.
In right there on Coliseum in Fort Wayne. Yeah. So you could have went there and got you a ticket, right? Somehow. Yeah. I can't remember how they give them out, but So they go to different locations. So it's a good way to just see the radio business is advertisement.
Oh, yeah, okay. 100%. Yeah.
And so it's a good way to say, okay, hey, you can come and win this while you're here. We're here at this store, whatever it may be, Rock Bottom Warehouse or, wherever.
Stop
by.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it drums up a little advertisement.
Yeah. I can say this. Cool. You guys gained a fan on Friday.
Oh, cool.
Connor came in and he was listening. He's like, "Who's that?" I was like, "Oh, it's Bees in the Rocker." And he goes, "Yeah." He's like, "Wait, is that Scott's band?" And I go, "Yeah." And he's like, "I like it."
Oh, very cool. So, I tell you, Josh, Mike is such an awesome. He's you talk about a jack of all trades and a master of probably most of them. He became a professional ukulele player when he went to Hawaii.
Oh, nice.
His daughter, who's very smart and intelligent, she's a nature lover, and when she was I want to say 8 or 9, maybe 10, she won a contest for junior scholastics.
Oh, cool.
And her, Mike, and Hope got to go out to Hawaii.
That's really
for
cool.
a week, I think.
Yeah.
And so Mike's walking along the beach. He tells a story quite often, but he's walking along the beach, and he asked Hope if he could get a ukulele, and he says, "I'll get one that's not too expensive. That way, if I can't pick it up, it'd be a good decoration."
Yeah.
Well, he picked it up.
Yeah.
So we were playing in a band called United at that time, where Mike was a singer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then we had another singer, Renee Skaggs. Shout out to Renee Skaggsy. She was awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome singer. Anyway, United band was picking up some steam. We had a pretty good following and whatnot. And he goes, "Hey, I learned a crazy little thing called love," because Mike's a big Queen fan.
Yeah.
On the uke, you mind if we learn that song? No, we already played it. I think we played it. And then he goes, "Do you mind if I play the uke to it?"
Mm-hmm.
Sure. I'm like, "Well, what's this going to be like?" And then he starts strumming away. I'm like, "Not bad. It's like having a rhythm guitar player."
Mm-hmm.
And so, man, the rest is history.
Yeah. No, Connor.
So I'm glad. Yeah, tell Connor thanks.
He was digging it. He that's kind of like, I don't know.
Kids dig the ukulele.
I guess he's got a friend that plays.
Yeah.
So he was like, "That's a ukulele." He's like, "That's awesome."
Yeah.
So, but I don't know. He's a very cool kid.
That's your 10-year-old, right?
Yeah, my 10-year-old. He's
5th grade?
Yeah. Don't remind me.
Yeah, so you'll have one in high school, junior high, and then elementary next year.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. But yeah, he's a chill kid. He likes chill things, and he's very kind of a beachy kid anyway.
Yeah,
so.
that's the uke for you.
Yeah.
That's why Mike and I went with, you adapt, you figure things out. Mm-hmm. So we used to not wear Hawaiian shirts.
Yeah.
We'd coordinate shirts like, hey, let's do Marvel or let's do DC.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We'd do cool things like that. Yeah. Or let's wear black, And then we're like, we do a lot of beach, we're a lot of lake, not beach necessarily, but lake stuff. And so we started going with a Hawaiian,
I like it.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's a good shtick.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not a Hawaiian shirt guy. Now, I have become that since Bees and I started doing it. So it's fun, man. It's cool. It's a good shtick. You want a good shtick. Shtick, is that how you say that?
Shtick.
You want
carry
something
a big
like that.
shtick.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we carry a big shtick with the uke, and we at one point in time we were completely acoustic. Mm-hmm. I had my black. You probably seen my black Fender bass back there. That was the beginning of Bees and the Rocker.
Yeah.
And then I started playing some of the solos, some of the guitar solos or keyboard leads and things like that on the bass. And I'm like, it's acoustic. It's not set up for that. So I started playing the electric, but works great.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah. And that's how I did it at the radio too. When our first couple of radio spots, or radio shows we did with 107.3, I used that black bass, and Chris would put a mic up to it. Well, now we go direct, so I plug right into his board. And now Mike's ukulele is mic'd up.
Yeah.
But man, Chris Lake, again, he's awesome at mixing the sound. It's incredible. Okay, it sounds good in the headphones. How does it sound out there in the world, the radio world,
It sounded great.
And it's cool, yeah.
Is it cymbals that Mike's plays, or like...
It's a foot tambourine.
Those were coming real clear. It was
because his uke mic, the mic that's aimed at his uke is aimed down, so his foot is closer to his foot.
It was great.
Oh,
like you got all of it. It was fantastic.
I'll have to tell those guys.
Yeah,
they'll get a kick out of that because we always give a shout out to Pistol Feet.
Yeah,
the third member of Bees and the Rocker. Pistol Feet.
I love it. Yeah. No, it sounded great. You could hear everything. It was.
Thanks.
You guys did really good. It was fun to listen to. I mean, it definitely got some smiles and
good.
Some good vibes going in the house.
Yeah, we do some Christmas songs. Christmas songs are my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta be honest with you. That was the worst. That was my worst performance on the radio station. I missed a lot of. But Mike and I don't rehearse much anymore. So
you couldn't. couldn't
Okay,
tell.
cool.
Yeah, you couldn't tell.
I mean, hell, one song I was playing, and I'm like, well, that's not how I play this song. So I switched up everything about the song, a quarter of the way through the song.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's better. I'm sitting there, I'm just shaking my head. I'm like, that's it. And I see Chris like peeks his head. So there's a monitor here and a monitor here, and he peeks his head, dude. He goes, yeah.
He gave you the South Park.
Oh, it was, yes. It was, yes. The old Randy Marsh Wheel of Fortune episode there. Yeah, he gave me one of those, and he just started laughing.
Yeah. No, you guys sounded great. It was fun.
Cool.
Yeah.
We do all kinds of fun stuff like that. It's all about networking, as I tell people.
Yeah,
it's really about networking.
And speaking of everything.
Josh, speaking of the radio station, did you know that Brandon used to help? Mm-hmm. I think he announced for the games.
Yeah. I think he ran the boards and stuff for the games. Yeah.
How cool is that?
Yeah. That's really cool.
Well, Christmas break, we're going to get him on. We'll do a Christmas break special podcast. Yeah. So, shout out to our good friend Brandon Keel.
Yeah.
He's going to like this. What I'll do is I'll bring that mic over, and hopefully by then, since we have time to move stuff, we'll get the studio rearranged.
Yeah.
Make it really accessible for three of us. We'll get Brandon in here.
That'll be a good one.
That's going to be cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll have to nail down some fun topics.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, just pretty much like we do at lunch, huh?
I guess we could lunch table it.
Could you imagine if we all had a mic at lunch? We'd have a podcast right there.
I've got a couple wireless mics.
Yeah, right. I always said, I know I gave Hope a big shout out a couple weeks ago, Hope Haynes. We'd sit back in the lab. Well, I don't know if you ever worked back there, but you'd get your sinks fired up.
Yeah, I've been back there, but
you get everything fired up and get ready to test. And we'd say we could have recorded a podcast every day of the week, man. When we're talking deep conversations, man.
Yeah,
like something you'd have with the Baron of Culture with Dean. Just deep.
Start diving in.
Oh my goodness! Yeah. I mean, it was therapy. It was therapeutic. Yeah. I mean, you kind of form a connection. Mm-hmm. So. I always wish Hope the best. And
see, Josh and Mark and I, it's the craziest thing because you want to talk about two complete opposites between Josh and Mark. Josh is very D&D, sci-fi, fantasy. Mm-hmm. That's kind of his thing, and then Mark's very sports. Mm-hmm. And I was like the bridge between the worlds,
right in the middle.
So we would have these conversations where. We're talking sports, deep diving into sports, and then Josh was like, "I have no idea what you're talking about. Like this is all crazy." And then I would explain it. He'd be like, "Oh, okay," but I'd explain it in like video game, D&D kind of terms, and then Josh would be talking about something very, fantasy, Lord of the Rings or something, and Mark, what? Like, it makes no sense, so I'd explain it and turn. He's like, "Oh, okay." So
yeah,
this kind of this crazy dynamic, and we're like, we should really put this on tape.
Oh, that'd be fun.
We should record this.
You got to try anyway, right?
Yeah.
You never know until you try.
Oh, it was hilarious too because you would say something and then you would just see one of they're just like, huh?
Yeah. If you don't know anything about sports, and if you definitely don't know anything about D&D, you'd be kind of like, oh, okay, well, but if you got someone that can mediate, between, right?
It was fun because it was just like being a translator.
Yeah, right. Yes.
So now we had some really fun conversations about all that. I mean, just anything. So yeah.
Dean and I used to have those conversations. I knew Dean. It was a quick meet. I knew who he was, and then he trained me actually for a little bit, and it was good training. And then, man, some of the questions he'd ask you something just off the cuff, and I think most people he would ask a question, a deep philosophical question, I think he would do just to see the reaction.
Yes.
And he did not get that from me. He got deep philosophical answers right off the bat, and he loved the heck out of that. Oh, yeah. I know he got a kick out of that.
So. There were many a times he'd ask me a question and it would catch me off guard, and I'm like, I've never once thought about that.
No, he'll get you.
Yeah.
So he'll get you.
Yeah. My favorite and least favorite thing he used to do to me would be him and I, because we worked, back to back at our desk, and somebody walked by and they're like, "Oh yeah, the guy you're looking for is right here," and then or something, and then they would draw them back, and they'd be like, "All right, later."
Yeah,
and then
that's what he
I
did
gotta
to
go
you
do
and me.
something.
That's exactly what he did. He goes, you
Yeah.
and I passed each other all the time, and
Yeah.
we would do that. Hey,
Yeah. Head nods. Yeah.
for what, years?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, so and now look at us,
Yeah.
right? But Dean says, "Oh, Rocker, Josh here's a Star Wars fan too. I'll let you guys have at it."
Yeah.
Bolts.
It takes up.
And next thing you know, we're going on our 23rd,
Yeah.
23rd podcast.
It's
And it wasn't long after that we started, Josh.
No,
a month or two?
yeah.
Because you come upstairs at one point, and we had this long conversation. That's when I found out that you went to school for
So yeah,
all this cool stuff.
It was some nightmare scenario that I had at work that I'm trying to get figured out. And then I was like, hey, I need some help with this. And the next thing we know, we're diving into the theology and everything of Star Wars. And
Yes, Star Wars. Yeah, you even
Star
gave
Wars
me.
canon.
I got it right here. I got it right here.
Oh, is it the coasters?
Yeah.
Yeah. Those are sweet, man. I love
That's
those.
from Hollywood Studios in Disney
Galaxy's
World.
Edge.
That's Galaxy's Edge. As you can see, that's an Ewok right there.
Yeah.
That's a coaster. Josh, you gave that to me that day.
Yeah.
You said, "Oh, I got a coaster
I've got
for
some
you."
of those, yeah. Oh, I mean, they just throw them at you when you go into the cantina there. So I'm
Thank
like,
God you get something out of that place.
like, I'm not gonna just leave those for somebody
it
else.
right
I'm
there.
taking them.
Yeah, no, I kept the two. We had a Sprite bottle and a
Yes.
Coke that looked like a thermal detonator.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, that's the coolest thing I've ever seen.
I think we have a Sprite, a Diet Coke, and a Coke.
Yeah.
I think that's
Yeah, I kept them.
Yeah.
They're up in the cupboard, of course.
yeah.
Oh man, yeah. That was Dean. He did that, and now look at it. It's 23 or 24 podcasts.
Well, 23 and a ghost podcast.
Yeah,
that
the ghost.
It's
Yeah.
lost in the ether.
Bummer. Yeah, we're going strong, man.
Yeah.
Jeez,
It's
fun.
been a blast.
And what people also we need to tell everybody. So come 2025, January 2025, we are launching social medias.
Yes.
So we'll have Facebooks and TikToks and Instagrams.
Yeah.
I'll get us on X. I figured maybe you could take two and I'd take two,
Yeah.
and we'd just create the heck out of it.
Yeah.
And then, because I know videos are coming, folks. Josh and I are going to do some fun videos, more along the lines of comedy. But
Yeah. And on site kind of things.
yes,
Kind of-
oh yeah,
kind of in
thank you.
The works on some
Yeah, we're gonna
on site,
we're gonna do some paranormal investigations and
some lives.
maybe we can go watch some bands sometime.
Oh.
The tricky thing about bands is you got to be careful with the music, right? Because the copyrights. Now, if we go do some original showcases, or someone like Brett Hall and the Coonhounds, or the Super Cools, Total Head Case. Well, they're not playing, but bands that do the originals. Of course, you'd find a lot of them in Fort Wayne.
Yeah.
But there's some around here, like I just mentioned, really good bands that do originals. Of course, Bees and I, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could do stuff like that too.
Yeah. It'd be cool.
What's that?
Do some like interview stuff with bands.
Yeah,
local bands and stuff.
absolutely. I've been wanting to do that since I started the rundown.
Yeah.
But man, it's a time thing.
Oh yeah.
John, I got to get up at 3:30. Right? Hell, you're here at 7. Most of the time you come over, whether it's Saturday or Sunday, due to sports schedules, it's at 7 o'clock.
I know we had a bye week this week, so
Yeah, cool.
with the holiday, but yeah,
Well,
yeah. And then the little guy got invited to play basketball for Club One, I think in Fort Wayne.
yeah, sure. That's a fast-paced league, but might as well.
Yeah, I don't know if he's wanting to do it.
Our Club One with the girls was always at West Noble. We would go to West Noble maybe. No, West Noble was a big one, but we were at Northridge and Concord a couple times.
Yeah.
But we didn't go East Noble once. We didn't go much farther than that.
Yeah.
Which was nice.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not against it, and I think keeping the kids in any
Keep
sport,
them in
in
it.
every sport. I mean, they learn different.
And they're
things.
going to learn. They're going to learn from different when you go, you play here and then you go to Fort Wayne. Well, the style's a little bit different. What can you pick up there?
Hey, I just want to keep them active, keep them going. You're only young once. Enjoy it. Do all the things you can do before you can't do it.
Yeah, that's for sure.
I kind of tried playing a little basketball with them and shooting around and stuff, and the knees don't handle like they used to.
Tell me about it.
So, hey, what? I know we've had a lot of sports talk lately, but hey, quick shout out to the Warsaw Tiger football team.
They had a phenomenal season. Yeah. Nothing to be ashamed of.
No. You came up a little short in that game, but I'll tell you, you kept them going. They stayed on their feet. Yep. Well done to everybody, coaching staff, all the players, training staff, everybody.
7-game win streak. They beat the number 2 and 3 team in the state, or 3 and 4 maybe.
I'm trying to remember. I know Concord was in top 5.
Yeah.
So
they beat up some teams.
Yeah.
Good job, guys.
Great work. Awesome season. Be proud of it, because there's been a lot of players that have played on that for that school, and you accomplished something that many didn't.
And if you want to get back there again, work your butt off and make it happen.
Just keep doing what you're doing
and play as a team, right?
Yeah. Awesome job, guys.
Yeah, way to go. Thanks for bringing that up, Josh. Yeah. And we better give a big shout out to all the Michigan fans. Looks like Ohio State got beat. And I said too, Josh, and you might remember, and I said it on this show. I said, well, if IU's going to lose a game, it'll be to Purdue for the Oak Bucket. Oakland Bucket?
Oaken Bucket?
Yeah. Oaken. And no, IU beat Purdue 66-0. And the one guy on ESPN says, I'd like to play a Purdue highlight, but there are none. Now, and I decorated my Christmas tree, and I still got to put some more ornaments up today, but I got these nice Purdue ornaments in the football because, I was a big Drew Brees fan. So I had this cool Purdue football ornament that I got to put up there, and I'm like, I don't know.
Might want to hold off on that one for a couple days.
Better put that one by the red lights on that one, huh?
Hey, not to bash any of our Ohio State fans, but
yeah, that sucked.
That's
because they would have they were in contention. They would have won the Big Ten, right? Or
I'm
could have been.
Pretty sure they would have went to the Big Ten championship. Yeah. But that would have been an awesome rematch between them and Oregon.
Sure.
But dang, no. Ryan Day did not. Yeah, that's what 3 out of the last 4 to Michigan.
Yeah. Michigan's got their number.
My question is, how's that help IU? Their only loss is to Michigan, and Michigan takes down.
Well, Ohio State. Yeah.
IU's only loss is to IU's loss is to Ohio State, and they beat Michigan, and Michigan beats Ohio State. So
see that's hard. College football,
right?
Playoffs and whatnot. Tournaments is hard to do that one. That one's tricky. Not like March Madness, right?
Yeah. I can't say this. ND, Notre Dame.
Yeah.
What a game.
Yeah. That was USC.
Yeah. It had me going. My blood pressure was up. I was nervous. And then they sealed with that pick 6, or the first pick 6 in the fourth quarter. Whew. And then they ended up with another one. So, yeah.
Hopefully they'll be in contention for something here.
It sounds like, they might. I think the highest they can go is 5, since they're an independent in with the conference. So
the Oregon undefeated then.
Yep, Oregon's undefeated.
So if they lose one, that's going to be interesting.
If they lose the Big Ten championship game, they're. I don't know where they'll end up, but they won't be in number 1. I can tell you that. They'll still be in the playoff, which
yeah,
is as they should be. But
wow.
I don't know. Like it's been chaos this year.
No kidding.
And it's been fun.
Like
it's been fun.
You got to have fun with it. It's almost like March Madness, only the whole season, right?
My thing is they better keep Alabama out of it. You got 3 losses. Get out of here.
Tell you, they're tough. They have been, right?
They have been.
Not so much this year. 3 losses.
I definitely think they're missing Nick Saban, the old Wolverine meme when he's holding the picture.
Yeah. For sure.
But
no,
anytime the SEC can kind of get taken down a peg, I'm all for it.
There you go. I root Big Ten. That's who I root for. And Notre Dame.
Yeah, Notre Dame.
Any team from Indiana always comes first for me.
Now I struggle against. I can't root for Michigan or Ohio State, but that's just I'm a Notre Dame guy.
Yeah, Notre Dame. See, I'll root for Big Ten and Ohio State especially because that's where my family's from.
Yeah.
Well, hey, one more big shout out to the Warsaw Tigers. High school.
Awesome
football.
job, guys.
Yeah, great job.
Well done.
And let's call it a day on that one.
Yeah.
Everybody tune in to the Macker podcast on our YouTube channel and like, subscribe, and share, and leave us comments. Let us know what you're thinking, what you like, who your favorite teams are, and maybe we'll talk about them.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll get a shout out. All right. See y'all.
Hey, thanks for watching.
All right.